Hello and welcome to today's class. We look at how to name this organic compound as you can see in front of you. So let's start with the first one here. For this one now, this compound there is in a structure form, right? Is in structure form, right? So let's name this compound now. We said when it comes to naming organic compound, right? There are about several rules there, 6 rules. So what's your rule one? Basically, I have done an introduction to how to name organic compound, right? Introduction to organic chemistry from scratch. So if you're interested in learning organic chemistry from scratch, simply check the description of this video. I'll drop a link to introduction to organic chemistry, right? So let's look at how to name this compound here. We said your first task is to what? Select the longest continuous carbon chain, has the root hydrocarbon, and count the number of carbon atom and what? Give it this pattern of naming. If it's one carbon atom, call it met, 2 het, 3 prop, 4 boot, 5 pent, and etc. So for this first, rule 1 says longest continuous carbon chain. For my rule 1, what's my longest continuous carbon chain here? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is my longest continuous carbon chain. So rule 1 for 6 we call it what? X, right? 6 is X. Rule 2 says so when you're done with your rule 1, longest continuous carbon chain is 6 here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 represents what? X. Next up, the second rule says identify what? The functional group. So the second rule says identify the functional group. For this compound here, the functional group here is what? A single bond. And a single bond represents what? An alkane. So this becomes what? An alkane. Right? So rule 3 says identify the substituent in the hydrocarbon. In this compound now, is there any substituent here? Of course, yes. What substituent? I. And I signifies iodine. Now, the task now for rule 3, I will take the least number to substituent. So I'll do upper numbering and lower numbering such that I'll pick the one that has a lower value to substituent. Let's do my upper numbering. Upper numbering, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Upper numbering. Lower numbering, this is 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5, carbon 6. Now go to your iodine, which is substituent. We said we're going to pick the least number, the least lowest possible number to substituent. In this compound now, the least possible number to substituent here, the substituent here is iodine. Now, in between upper numbering 4 and lower numbering 3, which one here is the least or lowest possible number to iodine? Of course, is 3. So I'm going to go with what? My lower numbering, and I will eliminate upper numbering. So I'm not going with this. I'm going with what? My what? Lower numbering. So first now, I'm done with this now. So how do you possibly name this? The task is that we start with your substituent and also show the position of substituent. Now my substituent says iodine. So this becomes 3. This position is 3. So this becomes 3. This becomes 3 iodo. Of course, iodine is called iodo. This becomes 3. 3 is the position. So 3 iodo, hexane. This becomes X, and the last ANE. So this compound is called 3 iodo hexane. That's the name of the compound here. Let's name this compound here. We said rule 1 says longest continuous carbon chain. For my longest carbon chain here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, the first rule 1, 4 is what? 4 is boot. Rule 2, functional group. This is what? An alkane, all true, because they are single bond. Because what? An alkane. Alkane. Rule 3 says what? Identify what there. Sorry. Rule 3 says check out for a substituent. Of course, the only substituent here is what? Is bromine. Now this is bromine because it's substituent. So I'll do my upper numbering and lower numbering such that I'll have the least or lowest possible numbers of bromine. If I do my upper numbering, I'll have carbon 1. This is carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, 4. Upper numbering. Lower numbering, I have carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4. The substituent here is bromine. In between 3 upper numbering and 2 lower numbering, which one give the lowest number to bromine? Of course, the what? The upper numbering. So I will eliminate what? The lower numbering is off. I will discard it. I will discard what? The lower numbering. Sorry, the upper numbering, and I'll go with what? Lower numbering. So we said show the position of the substituent. So it becomes a 2 bromo butane. So this is the boot here, and this last ane becomes, this compound is called 2-bromobutane. Let's name this compound our off, please. To name this compound here, same rule applicable, right? We said your first task is what? Your longest continuous carbon chain. So my first task, number 1 here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is what? Pent, right? Root 2, they are all single bond and alkane. What's your root 3? Root 3 says what? Root 3 says substituent. So I can see bromine here and bromine here. So I have 2 bromine in this case here. Now, how do you name it? Listen up. Here's the task. We said you want to pick what? The lowest number to the substituent here. So let's do upper numbering first. This upper numbering, this is 1, carbon 2, 3, 4, 5. Upper numbering. Lower numbering, I have carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5. Now, in between upper numbering and lower numbering, which one will I go with exactly? Look at it. Bromine here is attached to carbon 2 using upper numbering. Bromine here attached to carbon 4 using what? Lower numbering. The first condition, if I use upper numbering, listen up. This first bromine is attached to carbon 2 and carbon 4. For my first bromine, the second bromine here, the second one is attached to carbon what? Carbon 3 and carbon what? 3. Now listen up. Carbon 3 and carbon 3. Mind you, so far this is my first bromine here. Before I meet this one, this is the first bromine we are going to encounter before we meet the second bromine. So I'll go with the one that has the least number to the bromine here. So for this one is what? Using my upper numbering. Listen up. Using my upper numbering, this bromine here is attached to carbon 2. Upper numbering, this bromine here attached to carbon 3. Are you there? Also, using my lower numbering, this bromine here is attached to carbon 4. This bromine is attached to carbon 3. In between 2 and 3, 3 and 4, which one is least? Listen up. Lower numbering, this bromine is attached to carbon 2. Abi? The second one attached to carbon what? Carbon 3. Lower numbering, this 2 bromine falls at 2 and 3. Listen up. These 2 bromine, using my upper numbering, falls as what? 2 and 3. This bromine is at 2, is at 3. Using my upper numbering. For lower numbering now, this first bromine is at 3, and this second one is at what? At 4. Now, in between 2 and 3, 4, in between 2 and 3 and 3 and 4, which one is the least? Of course, 2 and 3 is the least. So I'm going with what? My upper numbering. I'll discard what? The lower numbering, please. So I have this. So how do you possibly name this? We said to name this is quite simple. We said name the substituent first and show the position. Now I'm having 2 bromine. So the position is what? 2, 3. So 2, 3. This one is at 2. This one is at position 3. That becomes a 2, 3. 2 bromine becomes a dibromo. Pentane. So this compound is called 2,3-dibromopentane. So it's called 2-bromobutane. This is called 3-iodohexane. So it will become how to name your organic compound involving alkane.